live.
All right. Shalawam. Hey, we coming at you with a sit down. But before we get started, we're gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh,
Yahawah,
Bahasham,
bahasham, Yahawashai, bahasham, rachakwadash.
and peace and blessing to the son Siyak and pushing this truth all over. Shalawam, keep pushing. And first, don't forget the double honors to the apostles and elders. You know, yeah, that delay kind of messed me up in my thoughts there. It must be the earphones. But Salaki on that. Hey, we're gonna get straight into it with this lesson out here with Jake. You so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans. You know, as you, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news, but judgment's going out heavily. It's turning up all over. And that's just from the side that we know in the U.S. I can only imagine. About the stuff that's going on in other countries with Jake. Getting the business. But here, hey, here in Babylon, the great city, man, shit's getting hellish over here for you Israelites, man, and the heathens too. But as you see, these people they died no matter what. They wasn't able to tell the Most High, I'm not ready to die yet. It's not. I still got 5 good more years left in me. Or maybe can we do it tomorrow? I got a birthday party to attend. They wasn't able to do none of that. The Most High got them up out of here. Now they in the spirit world. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it with that Proverbs 11:4 first.
Okay. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Hey, riches profit is nothing, man. Just because you got a lot of money, you got a little money, it can't stop the wrath of Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi. Hey, once it's set, he set the order for that death angel. Them spirits of vengeance to come out and get you. It don't matter how much you got sitting in the bank, the 401k. How much profit sharing Esau gave you. Hey, if he require your soul right then, hey, it's gone. You can't bribe the Most High with your money, man. It's gonna do you no good. The scriptures do say money's a defense, but hey, when it comes to judgment, and Jay, your sins tipping the balances, hey, you gotta get out of there. Or you gotta pay for your wickedness.
Okay. And just to back up what you just said earlier, money is a defense against certain things. Like if your car breaks down, your money can, you want to have some money saved up, or any type of emergency, you want to have some funds. But money can't save you from the judgment of the Most High. And just to back up what you said earlier about, when it's that time, man, it's that time. This Ecclesiastes 8. I'm gonna start at 6. The point is in 8. Because to every purpose there is a time and judgment. Therefore the misery of man is great upon him. For he knoweth not which shall be. For who can tell him when it shall be? There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Neither hath he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it.
Hey, like I said, there's no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Hey, you can't tell the Most High you ain't ready to go yet. You can't. You laying there, you seeing your spirit leaving. You can't just, I'm gonna turn back around, go back into that body. Nah, that ain't the case. You got no power. All power, resides with the Most High, man. And when he feels like your time is up, that's what it is. There's no you can't make a peace treaty with the Most High. You can't be like, hey, well, Most High, next week's my daughter's graduation. Or I got this honeymoon I'm going to go on. None of that matters. Your ass is grass in layman's terms, pretty much. And as you see in the news, man, people ass has been grass lately. It's getting wilder and wilder down here in the New Orleans area. You want to call it that, man?
Yeah.
These people, they going nuts down here over the crime. You got the police chief and the councilman. They all on the news, walking together, talking to each other. And I saw an article where the police chief talking about, "Oh, we coming," talking about for Jake, pretty much the so-called criminals. you know, saying, hey, we coming. Because, hey, Jake's been wilding out down here. And who's been getting most of the judgment down here is you Israelites. You know, you so-called Negroes to be exact, man. You know, you getting this heavy judgment. And then, you know, Jake wilding out like a wild beast. It spills over to the heathens too. And they getting sent up to the spirit world. All of the will of YAHAWASHI though. You know? That's the point, man. You gotta, like I say, hey, money wasn't able to save those people. You know, it didn't matter. It didn't matter how much they invested in their stocks and their portfolio. It meant nothing.
Don't forget
You know,
about
we can go
crypto,
that.
Rock.
You got it whenever. Oh, yeah. You got to be a crypto millionaire. You know.
Yeah.
God, yeah. You half a Bitcoin or your quarter of Bitcoin. Hey, it's doing no good. It's sitting there in that wallet, man. You know, waiting for you to log in. You know.
Yeah, you in the spirit world. Your cryptos, just
Yeah.
expanding. You dead them up. You can't spin it, man.
Yeah, it's steady going up and down, and you know, and somebody else may be able to enjoy it for a little while too. You know, because eventually all that's going away, man. You know, it's gonna eventually go to zero, man. You know, once you know, that's gonna lead off into something else, but you know, I'm gonna try to stay on topic. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'll go with that Proverbs
10.
10.
Okay. It's Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death.
God, yeah, the treasures of wickedness profit nothing, man. You know, you out here hitting your licks. You know, you out here robbing, stealing, and killing from from your own kind. You know, meaning your own tribe, your own nation. Hey, and it's profiting you nothing, man. You robbing Peter just to pay Paul, but then you niggas so wicked now you ain't even paying Paul or Peter, man. You know, you smoking the money up. You know.
They robbing Peter and then robbing Paul, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you niggas. Hey, say that wickedness is profiting nothing, man. The minute you rob that one Jake, you looking for another Jake to rob, man. And then little do you know, by your wickedness, you getting judged by that, man. Next thing you know, you in the spirit world for being a wicked, evil nigga, man. You know, hey, like I saying, it's going all over the world, but it says righteousness deliver it from death. So the best thing to do is be righteous, you know, in this, and with all hell breaking out, you want to be righteous as possible, man. You know, that's the only thing that's going to deliver you out of this hell that's coming. And as you see, there's a judgment that's going around, you know, just on a local level here in the Louisiana area, man. You know, so it says righteousness delivered from death. So who says there's no perks in serving the Most High right now? You know, there's one right there. You know, being righteous to deliver you from death. That's a good enough. That's a good enough prize for me. You know.
Yeah.
You know, who needs Esau bullshit, you know, FRN notes, man? Or you had something to say out?
Yeah, just righteousness delivered from death, man. We're coming into a great inheritance, and a lot of our people don't believe that. They think Esau's way is the only way. If his system goes down, how are we gonna find jobs? You know, our people have no faith in the Creator. They have no faith in themselves. They're just bugged out, man.
Because they say we got a whole, you know, we got a whole kingdom, you know, that's been promised to us, man. You know, so why are we, you know, wilding out down here over Esau's? I don't even think we get the crumbs of Esau, man. You know, we just getting a taste of it. You know,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
As bad as
Jake didn't. Oh, you got it.
yeah, you got it out.
Yeah, Jake doesn't realize how poor he is because they're surrounded by other broke Edomites. So they think it's normal to make, 30K, 40K, 100K. They don't realize that there's Edomites that are trillionaires, multi-trillionaires. They think Jeff Bezos is the richest man, Bill Gates is the richest man. Those are puppets, man. All of that is set up by the CIA, Amazon, Microsoft. These are all shell companies for the people that actually control the world, and they've enslaved their own people, just like Pharaoh. Pharaoh enslaved the Egyptians. So if you were Jake in captivity, you're looking at other Egyptians thinking, okay, well we're equal. We're on a level playing field, not knowing Pharaoh owned everything. And today, as it tells you in Romans 9, that Esau is the new Pharaoh. he owns the world, and he's just like you said, he's just giving us, you know, crumbs and just a smidgen of you know, men are supposed to have inheritance. We're supposed to have land. We're supposed to be able to. Matter of fact, if I could get this real quick, this is this is Proverbs 13:22. It says, "A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just." So all these Edomites have money laid up for us ultimately, and we're going to pass that down to our children and our children's children. But in this world, you could so-called get a mortgage, you still got to pay property taxes. You know, you could be taken that property could be taken from you at any moment, man. Jake doesn't even understand what riches is, but he's, you know, he's trying to get caught up in a rat race that he can't possibly win.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and that's what's going on, man. You know, like I said, we supposed to be ruling. We supposed to be you know, dishing out, you know, cutting the checks and all this kind of stuff. You know, Esau supposed to be running and jumping out the gym for us, not the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, he supposed to be asking us how we, you know, how we want our yard cut. You know, how we want our hedges trimmed.
Yeah.
You know, not the other way around. You see especially the so-called Latin tribes, man. They love building, you know, the so-called white man houses. You know, they love that construction shit. But like I'm saying, the roles should be reversed, man. He should be begging you on how high you want your palace, man. You know, or how wide you want how high you want your ceilings, stuff like that. You know, here we're royal people, and like I'm saying, we don't get even, you know, not even the crumbs of Esau's pie, man. We just get to smell it, and to Jake, and that's enough for Jake, man. But we to let you know, man, hey, that ain't it. That's not the way it's gonna be, man. You know, Esau got his time to rule right now. He's doing his thing, but you know, soon, you know, he's gonna be living in pits, man. You know, and we're gonna have those. Lord, when we have that number, we're gonna have those crowns. You know, we're gonna be an example to, you know, the 2/3 of Israel, man. You know, for the men who stood, you know, for truth and righteousness, man. You know, they're gonna see those crowns, and you know, they're gonna admire us. You know, if we are of that number. You know, and show you how it's supposed to be done, or how it should have been done when you was down here on the earth. You know. So I'll bring out that other. I see your mic on mute, so I'll bring out the other one out. Let's see. We can go ahead and get that. Verse 2, I believe. No, verse 3.
Oh, Proverbs 10.
All right, it's gun.
I got you. It says, Proverbs 10:3, Yahweh will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked.
Gun, yeah. He said the Most High will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish. You know, the Most High, he's going to supply everything he needs for us. You know, whether it's actual food, or, you know, or this word, man, this truth. You know, hey, once we got this truth, man, we was actually restored, man. You know, but in that case, hey, even on a level like that, no matter, hey, the righteous won't be begging for bread. You know, they say we're not gonna be we won't have to worry about thirst, anything like that. So the thing is to do is try to be righteous. That's the key goal. That ought to be, Jake always talking about they got New Year's resolutions. That ought to be your New Year's resolution, Jake. You know, even though we don't celebrate that, that's wicked as hell. You know, but if you had something on a list, Jake, that should be it. You know, you should be, hey, I'm gonna come out to the camp, man. I hear these guys talking about it's so many perks, so many benefits of being righteous. You know, and say, but he casts away the substance of the wicked. Yeah, he cast the substance of the wicked away, man. Hey, Jake, you out here with you being your dope dealers, thinking you profiting. You know, that's gonna do nothing. Hey, what does that lead you? You know, Esau come in and he bust you. You know, you done spent all these years claiming you're on the grind. You know, and then Esau come and lock you up, take everything you got, man. You know, and that's all. You know, with the curses and mostly from the Most High, man. He the one sent that in there. You're not supposed to be trying to profit and get ahead here in Babylon. You're on punishment. This is time out for Jake here. You know, Jake that made a damn vacation, man, or trying to anyway.
Yeah. In the vacuum.
Yeah.
It's one of the benefits to righteousness and how it's going to deliver us. This second Ezra chapter 2, I'm going to start at 26. As for the servants of Yahawah Bahasham YAHAWASHI, whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do Salakia. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh. So it says that we're going to be merry and have abundance in that day, man. All of these Edomites that are storing up treasures, a lot of that's going to be for brothers. A lot of these people that have bunkers with all this food and non-perishables, they're storing that up for the just, really. The scripture says it's laid up for the just. Who's the just? The servants of the Lord. You got it, right?
Hey, like I say, it's laid up for us. You know, like I say, when all hell breaking loose, and what I mean by that, when Jacob's troubles hit, man, hey, we ain't got to worry about that. Like I'm saying, hey, it's gonna be, you know, what E or whatever heathen or Jake, you know, got their brains blown out. You know, whatever the case be, I got hauled off to a camp. Hey, whatever they got in their house, in their pantries, whatever, it's gonna be to the man of the Lord. You know, they wine, whatever. Hey, they bottled water, that nice expensive bottled water they got, you know, we're gonna be able to partake in that, man. Okay. You know, and it's all about striving to be righteous, man. You know, staying righteous in all of hell, that not just, you know, when we see in that day see a can of Spam and Vienna sausages, like, oh, you know, well, the Lord must want me to have these sausages right now, you know. It must be sent from the Lord. No, we're gonna say the hell with that Vienna sausages and Spam, you know. You're gonna keep your integrity and stay righteous in that day, you know.
Yeah. Brother Kabar, the Proverbs 23. You want to get that next?
Oh yeah, come. Oh, Shalawam.
Shalawam Makyami. How about Shemel Shabbarakatham? This Proverbs 23, verse 4. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom.
Hey, like you're saying, labor not to be rich. Actually, that's one of the precepts we got on here. You know, what's the point of getting rich here in this wicked queendom, man? You know, you still got restrictions. You got all the money. You know who it is. I forget this billionaire. Some Jake. I forgot his name. It's somebody real uncommon. But he got all this money. He like even more money than Jordan and the other Bob Johnson who had BET. Mm-hmm. Gosh, I forget that Jake name, but yeah, even him, he has all this money, but he still has restriction. He still got to pay taxes. Mm. You know, he can't do what he want to do. You know, he's still on a short leash, man. You know, so why even labor to be rich in this hellhole if you're a so-called Latino, so-called Native American, or so-called Negro, man? What's the point? You know, you still could be locked up, thrown away. They throw the key away at you, you know? Yeah, you still could be, mowed down in the street by a freaking Edomite cop, you know? Somebody who was just getting their teeth kicked in high school, and now they on the force, you know, and they see you, and they can blow your brains away and get away scot-free.
You really get a paid vacation.
Oh yeah, gun, yeah, they get paid suspension, you know. When they already know they gonna get off. You know, all you gotta say, hey, this N-word had a gun, man. You know, he looked threatening, you know, and he goes home scot-free, and here it is. You done worked so hard, you done committed all kind of wickedness to get this money, and it's for nothing. You know, you don't know who you are. You know, you didn't do anything to help the prophets. You didn't even bring the man of the Lord a bottle of water out there, man. You know, but you spend all that time grinding and serving the Esau system, and he pays you back by killing you, man. You know, you've been a good coon in his society.
Yeah, like
But
the brother
hey,
said, with a healthy GoFundMe.
yeah, you got a good GoFundMe. You know, you got your like I said, you got your stocks. He advise you on your stocks and all this kind of stuff. But hey, at the end of the day, you still a nigga to E at the end of the day, man.
Yeah,
You know, to this Edomite,
I
you're
think,
nothing to him.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. Like we went into last week. No matter how much money you have, you can still be told no. You could have billions of dollars. You can't move how you want to move here because it's
Mm-hmm.
still E's kingdom. There's no way
Mm-hmm.
around that. This
Yeah,
verse 5.
God. Oh, you got it. Huh?
Yeah, this verse 5. It says, "Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings; they fly away as an eagle toward heaven."
So yeah, God. Hey, riches. Let me bring that. Let me pull that up. 23:5 again.
God,
Let's see. It says, which is not for riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as eagle toward heaven. Hey, riches do. I mean, it gives you a little bit of freeway, you know, when it come down to it. But hey, riches, you know, eventually they go away from you, man. You know, it's like you can't ever have enough in Esau's kingdom. You know, you spend your money, and next thing you know, you steady spending, man. You always got to do something wicked and more wicked to gain more of those riches, because it disappears from you just that quick, man. You know, is you can't hold on nothing in here, man. Even with the little bit I got, man, I'm still thinking, well, damn, did I miss a bill? You know, even though I paid all the bills, I'm still thinking about, man, I know I got another bill somewhere, you know? So what's the point, man? Here we are, we supposed to be royal people. We don't supposed to be having no bills. But Jake take pride in that, man. You know, Jake love bragging about how expensive his car note is, man. You know, it just it's sickening, man.
yeah, yeah. Kabar got one. This is Job 15:31. Uh, Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense.
Hey, be not deceived in vanity, man. Hey, like I'm saying, all this is vanity. You know, the cars, the clothes, even the women, man. It's all vanity. It means nothing at the end of the day. And hey, whatever you believe in nothingness, that's what you're gonna get. Say nothing from nothing leaves nothing, man. You know, these people out here, you out here putting on the most for this world, but this world cares nothing about you. And here it is, you got this power all throughout this book, you know, talking about how he loves the nation of Israel. But Jake don't want to do nothing for that power. You know, here it is, especially in Edris, I believe first Edris or something. I might be wrong though, but here it is, you got the most High. He pretty much pouring his heart out about how much he done for Jake, you know, and here it is, Jake, you know, he just showed his backside to the most High, man. You know, but Jake, he does the most for the world. You know, he wants to be the top rapper, you know, the top basketball player, just to fulfill his own lust, and then just to be praised amongst heathens, man. But when it comes to want to be praised to the Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, man, you know, it don't spark Jake interest, man. He don't see nothing. He don't see no profit in that. You know, all he want is vain glory, man. You know, something that's gonna be like the scriptures say, you know, with all things to be dissolved, what type of you ought to be, you know, roughly paraphrasing it.
Yeah,
All this gonna be dissolved real soon. And sooner than we think, you know, this could be wrapped up here very shortly. And you done spent all this time going hard, you know, trying to fulfill your own lust and pleasing Esau. Hey, when there's no reward in that. You know, this place is going up belly quick. We seeing it circle the drain right now. You know, if you
God.
got some, I'm a while you can speak on it.
Yeah, I'll just read this Peter. You just quoted it, but it's got some good meat in there. This Second Peter chapter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right, and that conversation goes into anastrophe, your behavior. Your behavior should be towards godliness because, as we open with, righteousness delivers from death. there are men that are preaching this word that are not going to die. They're going to survive the famines. They're going to survive World War III. They're going to survive the race riots. They're going to survive the pestilence. They're going to stand firm in the hour of temptation. And it says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, which goes into the missiles and chariots, dissolving everything. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So you're not supposed to be looking forward to, being rich in a decrepit society, which is just going to pull you further back into the world. You're supposed to look forward to, let me read that again. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that new goes into renewed. It's still going to be this planet, but it's going to be completely different, man. And we're all going to be rich. We're all going to have abundance. We're all going to have opulence. Our children are going to be safe, and we're going to be in power. We're not going to be told no. We're not going to have any heathen over us. We're not going to have heathen on the money. That's the world you should look forward to, man.
Okay, yeah, the brother, right? Hey, and on top of that, you don't have to worry about your brother robbing, killing you no more.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about having burglar bars on your windows. On your doors. Making sure everything locked up before you go to sleep at night. Or you don't have to, even though we won't have TVs in the kingdom, but you don't have to worry about moving a TV in at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when Jake sleep, or 8 o'clock in the morning when
Yeah, you gotta hide the box. You can't really put the box out with your garbage, because then, man.
Yeah, you gotta go hide the box 2 streets over, or go out in the middle of the night and just dump it out in the bushes somewhere, because Jake gonna come in your house and take it, man.
Yeah,
this is hell that we in.
First.
Gun, right? Oh shoot. Oh goodness. I guess we can get that Proverbs 8 and Proverbs 3 and 13.
God. It's the book of Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding.
Okay, keep on going.
God. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
So yeah, getting this truth right here, get the wisdom and the understanding of these scriptures, man. That's the best thing you can get right now. Period. For an Israelite, man. For Israelite, hey, this is the gold and the silver, or the real currency you should be seeking. This is for us, man. This is our money. This is, like I said, Jake's always talking about his bread and butter. Hey, this is our bread and butter, man. This is our manual on how to get through this hellhole that we in, man. These scriptures give us everything we need. Go to verse 15.
God. Verse 15. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
It's like nothing compares to this truth, man. Nothing. There's no Lamborghini or Ferrari Esau can build that could compare it to this, or yacht or anything, that people into these days, or Jake, man. There's no comparison to this. And it's simple to understand. It's more precious than rubies. All these chains and stuff, Jake like to buy all these diamond watches. That means nothing. It profits you nothing about what's to come now. As you seeing judgment going out. Hey, and these people that you seeing, they didn't have the the wisdom and understanding, knowledge of these scriptures, man. And they missed out on it. You can go on to 16 now.
God. Length of days is length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor.
Okay, you keep on going.
Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her.
Yeah, and all those talking about wisdom, man. Hey, you got to cherish wisdom. You got to seek. You got to run behind wisdom, like you run behind money. You say you're on the grind. You should be grinding after wisdom. You know, and like I say, hey, people know once you start chasing that wisdom. Everybody like to see like the floss that like this used to call back in the day flossing. Had they stacks of money on the gram. They talking about they got so much money they back ache and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We can see that. We can see money, but when you see somebody actually seeking wisdom, you notice a change about them. And everybody don't have that. You can see it's a different look about them. Like I'm saying, hey, wisdom causes a man face to shine. That's why you see the man who actually seeking wisdom. That's why when you go out, you get all these weird stares at you. People looking at you. Every time you look around, somebody looking at you, peeping at you. Because they see the true. They see you got that true money on you, that wisdom. And it's something different from what they got, and it's different from other jakes that they see out there.
Yeah. And of course, that wisdom, going back to Isaiah 33:6, that wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times. Money is not going to be stable in that day. All right. The US dollar is going to collapse. So if you have a bunch of money stored up, what is that going to profit you? But wisdom and knowledge is going to keep you going to know, okay, these are the prophecies. This is what the Lord said would happen. All right. The brothers went into Esdras. They broke this down. They went into Isaiah. They broke that down. Okay. This is in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. All of that stuff is going to come in your mind. Like the prophet said all this would happen, and it's happening. That's going to keep you stable. Money, if you put your faith in money and you see money is worthless, the stores are empty, you can't buy anything, you're going to bug out, man.
Yeah, like saying, no matter how many bands you got, Jake, hey, in that day when everything collapses, it's gonna be worthless. It's gonna be toilet paper in that day. You might be able to use it to hold a door open or something.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna want it in that day. People gonna be seeking, ammunition, food, water, medical supplies. So you done spent all that time, learn about how can you get double and triple time on Saturday or Sunday. It's not gonna profit you nothing on that day, man. Like you're saying, these scriptures, that wisdom is gonna make you stable in these days. That's coming at we in the beginning stages of it now. Getting, there's always something comes up either before, or after the Passover. So it would behoove you to go ahead and try to get started now because and there's always something major, some kind of world event, something that shakes the world. Who's to say what it's gonna be this year? So you can keep, playing games, still trying to, stack your money up and, save up. You want that new Hellcat, you want to get your boo that new purse. It means nothing, man. All that's about to go away real soon. It's gonna be burned up to a crisp. And like I said, you had all this liberty, and you chose to do the complete opposite of what the scripture said, and you're gonna get paid for that, which is gonna result to you being killed in these days that's coming, Jake. You're gonna be put to death. If I don't know, I guess we can end it on that. If you got some,
Yeah, I got one, and Kabar got one on the comment board. This Tobit 4:21, and fear not, my son, that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth, if thou fear the Most High, and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in His sight. And this goes back into Revelation, man. YAHAWASHI said, I know thy poverty and thy works and tribulation, but thou art rich. We're rich because we have the kingdom of heaven. We're rich because we have the law, statutes, and commandments. We're rich because we have the Most High's name, right, which is a strong tower. So these are the things you're supposed to value. These are the things you're supposed to covet. Prophecy. You're not supposed to like everything in this world is fading. Jake, the Most High. When we came into the truth, everybody when they wake up to the fact they're Israelite, a lot of us we think Babylon's going to be destroyed the next week, but the Most High just rolled it out so slow. With the whole 19 situation, the pestilence. He's showing you step by step. Look, this is how I'm going to take this kingdom down. Get right. You know, he's made it plain, and the prophets have made it plain upon tables. You got to repent, man. Putting your trust in money in 2022. You can't see the economy's about to collapse. Like it's super plain right now, man.
Oh yeah, like the brother said, hey, this place is crumbling right before our eyes. There's all kind of, reports saying, oh, they missed these many 100,000 jobs reports, the worst since such and such time, and then they come right back and say, oh, well, jobs up now. They constantly trying to patch it up, to fool the masses. Hey, they know the elite and these sorry politicians, man, they know this place is going down the drain. They just riding it down to the end, man. Because they feel like they safe. They got the military and the cops behind them. But as far as you, Jake, out here in the street, hey, the only hit we got is YAHAWASHI. And the rest of Jake who outside that, man, you got no help.
Yeah.
All you got is waiting to punch your ticket, getting your ticket punched. That's the only thing you got to be looking forward to, man.
Yeah, and the back of what you just said, the elites know that the economy is going to collapse. They're trying to plan it. They're trying to do what they call a controlled demolition. They're trying to crash it to benefit them so they can bring in their NWO. But at the end of the day, the Most High is going to take them all out of power. And deep down, they know that. But our people don't know that. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 7. This goes into the thoughts of the wicked. It says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. What hath pride profited us? Question mark. Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? Question mark. All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by, and as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the kneel of the waves, of the keel of the waves. Salakia. So all of the riches, we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. It's all going to be just completely gone, man. It tells you in Revelation that all of the different the rich men and the merchants of the different nations, they're going to look at Babylon like, man, this place is destroyed. What are we going to do? This is how we make our money. So the people that actually have the money, they know that the money's fleeting. Jake has no money. He's trying to focus on, chasing a bag. Jake is bugged out, man. We, like the brother just said, we have a power that loves us, that did everything for us. And instead of turning to him and repenting, we're trying to get further and further in the world and engulf ourselves in Esau's monetary system, which is collapsing. Makes no sense, but that's Jake in a nutshell. Not making any sense.
Yeah, that's one thing Jake good at, it's not making any sense, So Jake got that down,
Yeah. Down pat.
But hey, like you say, Jake is steady trying to get that contract, that rep contract, the NBA contract, the NFL, whatever kind of contract. Jake is still seeking that, and he's working on that daily. But when it comes to lifting the finger for the Most High, doing the Father's will, he ain't about that business at all. It's all about fulfilling his own lust and folly, man. So you're gonna see how far that take you. Which won't be very far, man. Because hey, any day now, they're constantly talking about false flags. They steady ramping that up. Any little thing can set this off, and this internet, this YouTube could be down. Famine of the word. What you gonna do then? You're gonna run out and try to go find you a Bible in the midst of all this chaos, and try to read it for yourself and try to break down the scriptures yourself.
Hey, good luck with that.
Yeah, right. And then most of you just don't even have a name, so you still gonna be calling Jesus, and you still gonna be off. And the Most High ain't gonna hear you niggas' prayer, man. He's not gonna hear your cry. Because when things was so-called good right now, Jake, you went sighing and crying. you know, you was having a good time, laughing it up, you know, enjoying things. But when things get bad, Jake wanna start thinking about the Most High. Then, you know, when all hell breaking loose. Then when that fear comes upon Jake, he remembers, oh, how terrible the Most High is, you know.
Yep.
But hey, the most YAHAWASHI got you niggas answers, man, and it's coming up real soon, you know. Hopefully, anyway, like very quickly, you know. Good, right? But hey, if anybody got anything else, even you, Kabor out there, if you got another hot precept, then now we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Then,
actually, let me get this real quick. He left this one. It's St. John chapter 6, verse 27. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him that have the Most High, the Father sealed.
hey, God, hey, why labor for meat which perisheth? You know, hey, labor for the meat that lasts forever, man. And here it is. We are striving and pushing that striving for that meat out here. We working towards pushing that meat, you know, pushing His word, you know, trying to wake up, you know, doing our Father's business out here, man. We ain't holding on to the you know, the affairs or trying to get a leg up here in the Esau kingdom, man. We know it's going away. The scriptures told us it's going away. You know, we know this kingdom don't profit us nothing. You know, and how you gonna have two kingdoms? You know, you got a righteous kingdom and a wicked kingdom ruling at the same time. It don't work like that. You know, but for that meat which endureth until lasting life, hey, we all about that meat, man. We all about getting this work done for YAHAWASHI. You know, warming it up for YAHAWASHI to come back and, you know, deliver the elect. You know, get those new bodies. You know, all the above, the kingdom, putting the, you know, the heathens in chains. All the above, getting the women back in order, everything, the children too. You know, you know that's what we laboring for. That type of meat. You know, this BS Esau got, it ain't nothing but smoke and mirrors, man. You know, but hey, if you got some, I'm a wild, we can go on, get on out of here. Then.
Made the point.
Okay. Hey, we pray this video was edifying. And to the Sinsiyaki, man, keep pushing. Hey, if you it's time to get off the fence. It's time to stop thinking about the truth. You know, it's time to stop thinking about going out to a camp. It's time to get out there, you know. But before we get out of here, man, we're gonna give all praises and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, bahasham, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Sinsiyaki, man. Shalawam, keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalawam.
Shalawam.